Do you guys ever feel the need to wanting to go back to the ward? Regardless if you feel good on medications. I have paranoid schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive disorder, bipolar, and anxiety/depression. One big scoop of chocolate ice cream please. Sometimes I think that the psychiatric ward had been extremely beneficial, socialization, crazy people like me, the food schedule, breakfast, lunch, dinner, groups, interactions with staff, making friendships, medications, the life. Now, I sit in my bedroom all by myself during the day and there's nothing going on but antonia, lack of pleasure. When I think I'm fine, that idea just goes straight out the window. I'm thinking delusionally again. This time I feel like it's reasonable. When I was a kid, my father always made me feel secure at home. My father always kept me safe and I never worried at night when I slept. He had this door system that made it impossible for intruders to come in. He also owned several guns and had many cameras outside our house. Now that I live at my grandma's, she has passed. And it's just me and my not so nice uncle. I used to leave the doors locked at all times until one day my uncle had came home from weeks at being at work, and was knocking and banging on the door. I am quite a heavy sleeper. And he didn't tell me he was coming home. He used to be gone for many weeks, anyways. He had barged into my room and trashed my AC and yelled at me to never lock the doors again, which I have very special stuff in my room so I don't want him to come in and break things again, so I decided to not do such things. Fear has prevented me from feeling safer. And our doors are always unlocked now. He is also unemployed now and has been for months after he yelled at me, karma, but always runs in and out of the house still. I have knives in my room and had fixed my door to only it getting broken again by my uncle. I hate it. I am scared of living here sometimes because I stay up just contemplating if he'll get trafficked. The fear lingers only because a sex trafficking ring was actually caught in my hometown, which scared me. I miss my dad at times like this, but I feel I may be a burden if I live with him again. He already has mouths to feed, sad face, but he does tell me to come back home. I just contemplate it because I have my fair share of terrible traumatic memories my father had put me through because he simply didn't know how to raise kids. Now he is a better dad now that I'm an adult, but I wish when I was younger he understood my illness a lot better. Note, I do feel unsafe with my uncle, as he has confessed he has wanted to do violent things towards me and my sister, not to mention other things but I feel might be too triggering to talk about. I wish my dad cared, but I feel he doesn't want to accept his brother like that, which makes him brush off traumatic things I tell him. I always get auditory hallucinations of people opening my door and window and knocking, even when not in psychosis. I sometimes get visual hallucinations of them opening my doors. They're pretty tall and are shadow people with white eyes, and even if the lights are on outside it'll appear dark. Most often they're short and only in my peripherals, but sometimes they're longer and I can look at them. They also look through my window, which I always have my blinds closed because of that. So I went through some stuff last year where I thought I was being stalked and I can't get it out of my head. Some of these people made faces and hand gestures at me, and one of them even admitted to staring at me after I approached him and asked him if he was. All he said was that yes, he was staring at me, and he didn't give me any further explanation before he walked off. I really need to know if you have ever experienced hallucinations of people following you and acting weird in your presence. Have you ever had visual hallucinations that seemed entirely real? Could I have hallucinated this stuff? What other explanation can there be for what I went through? It's really causing me to lose touch with reality, and I'm curious to know if anyone else has experienced something similar. I'm grateful to anyone that can shed some light on this with similar stories or an explanation. Thank you. People think I haven't noticed, but I see they're working against me to try and make me fail. I see them trying to read my thoughts and control me. I hear them speak, but I hear what they are really saying underneath, and they say kind things in the surface, but I know underneath they are lying and manipulating me and trying to cause my downfall. My work has overworked me to the point of burnout, and I know it is on purpose because they know about my illness and want to make me have to go into hospital.
Like, share, subscribe, and be sure to check the notification bell. Follow the Atomic Shaman on Twitter at Motel and RV Park. Listen to Paranormal Green Text Stories on Atomic Shaman TTS on YouTube. Catch the live streams of Atomic Shaman Sweat Lodge only on Rumble.